Right.
Hello, hey guys, this is Karthik, and I have my friend hydroxychloroquine right here to discuss on like few topics that are considered between pretty controversial things going on in India, like left wing, right wing, and the center mostly. So, bro, can you comment on what is this left wing, right wing, and center, and what are these ideas actually represent, and
Well,
which side do you lean on?
I would prefer leaning on the center at this point because both the sides are in a situation where they are so polarized that siding with one means you need to sacrifice something that you actually like on the other side. But I would say we would rather lean on the center and then use both the left and right to our advantage.
Okay, so how do you introduce identify yourself? The center one, liberal, or are you a
I
more?
would I would say libertarian. That takes both the center and that takes both the left and right and tries to combine all the points that you can salvage from each side. I mean, I
Okay.
wouldn't say combine the good points. You can just take what you can for your own benefit.
So when I was actually discussing the idea about this live stream with my friend, he
Okay.
was like, "Are you guys doing a right wing podcast or live streaming?" And I was like, "No, bro, it's not live stream. We are not even right wing.
Yeah.
I identify myself as a liberal and like
Okay.
equality. Like I support equality for all."
I see.
But like in the recent times, being a liberal, the meaning has changed somehow. It has come from justice for minorities to protecting just minorities.
I would
So
say it's changing its narrative to becoming more of a right wing group for minorities.
yeah,
Being liberal is being right wing for minorities and discriminatory against all majority
majority exactly.
wherever they are.
It's becoming very polarized. So
Yeah.
that's what I think. And this concept of bucks.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's like the best thing I have seen in the recent times. They take this lowest common denominator of the Hindus, like the
Yes.
uneducated brutes, and
Yes.
try to show everyone who supports Hinduism or BJP as very much brutal or really uneducated.
Well,
Uh,
they don't realize that there are about in that case. Oh, look at that! Look at that image over there.
yeah, look at
Um,
that. Like anybody who supports BJP is this.
yes. And he looks like one guy from the movie Bahubali coming in and trying to attack another palace or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, yeah, but this is not the total truth. I've even met like very educated and like people who are working in United States, people who are working in India in a very high positions, directors. They are very ill educated and they are not even like they know much about politics. They discuss to people.
I would say.
Yeah, they know the facts and then decide their opinion. Those people also are the supporters of BJP.
Yeah, well, I guess the BJP
So
needs some funding from somewhere.
these guys are the cool dudes, like people who watch stand-up comedy, yo-yo boys, the
I would
Bangalore
say.
IT culture.
I've
And for
never
some
been, I've
reason,
never lived in Bangalore, but I get what you're coming at.
yeah, so these guys are like the Bangalore IT culture guys, and like what you can expect them is like they are typically, when you look at them, first idea that comes into any typical Indian's mind is like they are anti
One.
BJP or
Okay, my mic is fixed. Okay. Yes, the thing is that if you look at these people, I don't think all of them support the BJP or are against BJP. In my own opinion, but there are some people of their you know their community that go to certain stand-up comedians and tend to
yeah,
follow them and follow left-wing comedians commentary on politics and think that that is news. So those people are misguided, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, look at them and him when you compare both of them. This
Yes,
is the typical idea that is being pushed into your minds
yes,
by the people. Hindus are like mob lynchers. Anybody who supports BJP is supporting. RSS are like these people
I would say.
shouting, they are blindly following him. But that's not the case. There are people who actually read, understand, and then decide. But when you see
I
the
would
reality, it's
say
more like this.
yes,
A lot of
yes.
youngsters support BJP.
Yeah, a lot of youngsters support the BJP. A lot of a lot of professionals support the BJP,
Yeah,
and not only that, at the lower levels of the economy, the BJP has helped a lot of
exactly. That's why,
the
like, some people
poor
are
and
very emotional
farmers.
about
And
it.
yes,
And
that's what makes them emotional. Yes,
yeah, so basically, supporters of BJP or Hinduism is a very wide range of people. India has
yes,
1 billion people population, so it could go from very high level to low
yes.
level
There's a diverse
education, or
group of people.
yeah, even education and like financial backgrounds is pretty diverse who are supporting the BJP or Hinduism.
I would
But
say so.
this idea has been like pushed into our minds, the perception that anybody who supports BJP is like pretty much uneducated brute trying to lynch the mobs.
Oh man. But one thing I would say about the BJP is that you don't need to vote for the BJP. You need to vote for whoever you feel is good for your constituency. But also you need to think about how they are going to work with the center or the state governments,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
just try and vote so that vote for a party that makes it efficient, that makes communication efficient for your constituency with the center. That's it.
Exactly. Mainly the good working party is like, if BJP does something good, I support it. If
Yes,
BJP doesn't, I oppose it. That should be the basic thing. It should not be
yes,
like, that Dhruv Rathi guy or
yes.
Akash Banerjee.
I know how he speaks about
Even when
stuff.
even when NEP was proposed, which was a very good bill according to my knowledge, like education reforms are well needed and like people should work
Yes,
on it. And I mean, like, you have to say that it is good, but there needs to be some reforms. And before, even it was like they just go against everything if Modi says something. Even Kunal Kamra, he said to clap for health workers. He was showing
yes,
his middle finger.
yes. I saw that. I saw that when he had made a very public post on Twitter and on Facebook, showing the finger to the health workers. I don't know if he would have got the coronavirus, where he would be at this time. So
I mean, like, it is like very useless thing. It achieves nothing.
yes,
Anyways, so the perception is actually mainly put with by all these three things.
okay.
So young generation actually watches stand-up comedy, and entire stand-up comedy is like one-sided and biased if you think about it.
To an extent, yes.
To
There
an
are very
extent,
few right-wing stand-up comedians that make it big in the
industry.
in the views, or in the views section of YouTube, or in the industry. That is, yes, sure,
I mean, they are not even promoted. Second
yes,
one would be the web series. In the
yes,
recent time, every web series is like either, talking low about the Indian government, how army has been like, you know, oppressing the minorities,
hmm,
or other thing is like anybody who follows Hindus are like uneducated brutes. For
okay,
example, in Patal Rok, there was unnecessary things added. It was a good series, I agree, but unnecessary anti-Hindu propaganda was put in there.
yeah, I saw 2 episodes of it and I couldn't see the rest. So, and
I saw the whole thing, and like there was this interview scene where that Ansari goes for a UPSC interview, and a question is being asked to him like, "Do you
okay,
think what is the condition of minorities in our country?"
okay,
And he goes like, "It's not very good." I mean,
okay,
like, it doesn't push the plot, it doesn't do anything, but
yeah,
it was just put in there just to please these
yeah,
cool
yeah.
dudes,
I would say, please,
cool
the cool
liberals.
dudes and the other. sections of society that don't really know what they're doing
Yeah.
in
And
this
third
country.
one is like the twisted information. So this twisted information is not like fake news, what I'm talking about. The information can be twisted anyway, according
Yes,
to your perception. What this Quint and they does support report the true things, but they show only half of the truth.
yes,
There are like two sides to it. We have to
yes,
see both sides. And just a second. Oh, yeah, we have to see both sides. For example, like if you take a water H2O, its pH level is 7. But
okay.
if they only show you the OH minus ions, it only
Then,
becomes a basic, right?
yeah,
And if you show only H plus ions like Arnab Goswami, it becomes acidic.
that's
So
it. Yeah.
both are harmful, but like if they are truth is like they are together and they are pretty neutral.
Yes, they are but negative and positive makes it neutral.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of these, every news channel or every news blog that has their own perception about news or any op-ed gets their news from a certain source. I don't know what source that might be. It might be AP, it might be Reuters, it might be ANI,
Hmm.
but these are the sources that need to be promoted, and people should read from the source before reading
Yeah.
stories from
Even the
each
Quint.
of these news channels, or read the AP post after reading read the neutral post after uh, reading the actual
Yeah,
uh,
people have to read the
news
both side
information
news.
that you
Like
get.
the Quint is pretty biased. The Quint, the Scroll, the Wire, they
Yes,
call
and the
themselves
print
as
also.
the Print. Amazing man, like this. And
All
funny thing is
rhyming.
like, yeah, funny thing is they call themselves the true journalists, and like they are fighting for the freedom of speech. And sometimes when you read them, like,
I would say, they all get their information either from ANI or AP first, and then they give their own spin to it. So reading ANI, AP, uh, or the Reuters would give you a very bland, neutral series of events what took place before you can get a spin to your own to the news.
so like I said, when I told my friend about like this live stream we were doing, I told him that like I'm talking about the fake news that is being spread on Hindus, and he
Yes.
was like immediately he goes like, so you are doing a right wing thing? No, I'm not doing a right wing thing, man. Being liberal also means like you are equal to all religions. I'm equally equidistant from Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, and etc. That is
Okay.
actually true secularism.
Yes.
But in India, the meaning of the secularism has been like completely twisted recently. Don't you think so?
I would say
This
so.
is a
It's become, and it's not happening
तो
since
मंदिर मंदिर
recently.
बनाने
I
के
would say
पक्ष में
it's
है
been
क्या?
happening since not only 1947, but I would say it would be even before that, from the 20s, I would say. Now, I'm not going to go in too much detail of what happened in that, but if we both have read enough, read enough of what happened in the 20s with the Khilafat movement, we would get certain, ideas from where, secularism went for a toss in India. Not in 1947, it went for a toss way before in the 1920s, I would say.
exactly. I mean, like it was way too much. Like there is so much
Yeah.
history to it.
Yes.
Completely like when you actually think about like being a Hindu, they just make you feel guilty for following your own traditions.
Yeah, it's yeah. You shouldn't. What is so guilty? What is such a guilty feeling about going and dancing on Garba,
Oh,
where all your parents and your brothers and sisters and all just have a good time over there. We go for dandiya, and then come back.
oh, exactly. Take
There's
a look at
Falguni
this
Pathak. There's
secularism.
that
मंदिर
singing over
मंदिर
there,
बनाने के पक्ष में है
and
क्या? नहीं क्यों मैं
every single line. Oh, you're playing that?
Yeah, you
कि
have
No,
seen
मंदिर
no,
that
में
image,
बनाने के
finished.
पक्ष
right?
में? मैं तो कह रहा हूँ इस देश
Yes,
में
I've
जितने
seen
मंदिर है सबको
that
तोड़ दिया
video.
जाए. मैं तो कह रहा हूँ इस बात को. क्या मिलता है मंदिरों से? मंदिरों की बजाय इस देश
For
में
some
स्कूल
reason, I
बनाइए,
don't
कॉलेज बनाइए, लाइब्रेरी
have
बनाइए,
the
लोगों को शिक्षा
sound,
मिलेगी, ये
the
देश दुनिया
audio
में
for
आगे
that,
पहुंचाएगा।
but
Oh, okay.
मंदिर बनाने से अंधविश्वास
Basically,
फैलता है,
but
गंदगी फैलती है, लोगों
basically
के बीच
that man
घृणा फैलती
is
है, और कुछ नहीं फैलता। आप बताइए, एक मंदिर
criticizing
में किसी ने धर्म का काम किया हो, किसी ने लोगों में शिक्षा
the
का इस तरह से कोई काम
construction
किया हो?
of
आप
the
बताइए ना।
temple,
नहीं, मस्जिद के लिए भी ऐसा ही कहेंगे कि कौन?
and
वो भी नहीं रहना चाहिए। मस्जिद में क्या होता है? मस्जिद में
I would
केवल
say he's
वो
trying
जाके
to.
अल्लाह की इबादत करते, नमाज पढ़ते हैं,
Oh yes,
वो
he's
और कुछ नहीं
criticizing
करते
the
मंदिर में।
construction of the temple, and he
मस्जिद में
wants
जाके
some
और कुछ नहीं
schools
करते।
to be built on that, I would say,
कहाँ? नहीं,
either a
है उनकी
school or a
इबादत की जगह
hospital.
है।
And then when somebody asks him about the mosque, he would say you shouldn't do that or something.
Exactly, is like मैं बोलता हूँ कि सारे मंदिर को तोड़ दिया जाए।
I see.
बट मास्क के बारे में आ गया, like he's like, oh no, oh, what happens in mosque? They just pray.
I mean, a person of his age would know better, though.
Exactly. That was like, मतलब एक हद होती है भाई।
I know.
That was like funny thing. And then, okay. This is one funny thing. I mean, like, after the whole Tanishq controversy, why
Yes.
would someone like, I mean, like, who approves this shit?
I don't know. I mean, I guess a person who funds Eros now, or a big investor that funds the movie industry, might approve of this. And
Okay, let me tell you a simple thing. Like, I'm trying to sell you something.
yes,
Okay, or like some guy something. If I want to sell him something, like, would I call him and insult him and then say, buy my product? Hey,
I
बेवकूफ इधर
wouldn't
आ।
think that is going to work, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Tanishq did, followed by these guys. I mean, like, they are literally making fun of like one thing. This is a good example of the secularism, if you see.
Yeah,
God bless
and
everyone with tons, love and joy, happy Eid. And here
yeah.
he's like, do you want to put Ratri in my Navratri? What the-
Oh my God! I mean, that is there's no
need for that?
need for that. And if you look at this post carefully, they are not even wishing you happy Navratri. It's just hashtag Navratri Dandiya at Ranveer official. Okay, over here at least on the Eid post they said happy Eid. Where was happy Navratri over here? Where was happy Dasara over here? There's nothing over there.
I did not went through their Twitter handle. I hope they did it, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure about it. But
Okay.
this was like, but still, what was the need for doing this one?
I have no idea, and I don't think this is even a a picture that Katrina Kaif actually took for this advertisement. It's just a picture that
From some song
they've
and
taken from some song in a movie, and then that's Salman Khan over there. They've been trolling people in this.
you need Dandi to play Dandiya. I have one.
Ah,
Oh,
I
that
mean,
is
you
so
need two
disgusting.
Dundis to play Dandiya, and what are you going to do with one?
I mean, like, it is like from the opposite side of feminists. It's like very offensive to women.
Yes, I would. This post is not only offensive to a certain community; it's also uh, offensive to feminists as well. I would say.
I mean, like, think about it. I'm trying to sell you something. I don't need to do a social commentary and stuff.
Yeah, they did the same thing during Raksha Bandhan and with the PETA advertisement. And what happened now? The Eros doesn't, or PETA doesn't do anything for Bakri on the.
That's
It
another
was.
thing. I mean, like, what happened to the secularism?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hypocrisy की भी सीमा
हद
होती
होती है, सीमा होती है, हिपोक्रेसी की भी सीमा होती
है. And this is the recent hypocrisy, man. Like, oh
है.
my
Oh
god.
yes, this on their Twitter handle they would say something, and then as soon as they come to know he was someone else,
Yeah,
it
actually,
is.
the article first said it was tantric.
Oh yeah,
A tantric is typically the orange cloth black magic guy
yeah,
who's considered to be Hindu, but like none of the Hindu culture even supports that.
Yes.
But when they found out the man who was arrested was a Maulvi, it just says a man arrested for sexual assault.
Yeah, it's a boy. It's a boy, man.
नहीं हम नहीं बोलेंगे if it is a Musalman or a Maulvi, it's just there is
It's
no
just a
religion.
man. Oh, it turned out he's a man. Oh, wow. Okay.
He's a male. It's like, oh
Well,
my
the
God.
tantric wasn't a male. Okay.
No, Tantric wasn't a man.
Yeah.
He's like his identity represents a culture. And this is one of the best things. Very good secularism again.
Yeah, this is, according to some people, this is secularism.
This is
And
secularism. Being open.
being open. I mean, the one with the where she's wearing the sari got more likes than the other one. According, I mean,
I mean, like,
according to the last time I checked this.
cutting the sari is like being liberal, but like wearing full on clothes of a nun or wearing a hijab is also being liberal apparently for some reason. It's
I
her
mean,
choice.
I guess it is her choice, but I don't see this publicity stunt making her look anywhere like a nun. I think she looks like the Conjuring 2 nun in that.
I
She
can
looks like the Conjuring 2 in that.
Conjuring 2. I have an amazing article by the Scoop Poop.
Getting
Let's see
married in a
that.
suit.
This is one of the funniest thing I found, and the comments were pretty savage, man.
Let's go through some of those comments that people have made on this.
Sure, I want to be as cool as this Desi bride who ditched the langa and wore a pantsuit to her wedding. So basically, she ditched the langa for some reason that makes her cool. Wow, look at her, how cool she is. I mean, like, I have no complaints. It's her choice. But yeah, she should have gone with the langa.
I mean, it's her choice, but
I mean, like, I don't have any.
it looks like she's going into a board meeting rather than a marriage. I would
Exactly.
say.
I mean, like, it's her choice. If she is comfortable, she can wear that. She can even wear
Yes.
pajamas to the wedding.
Yeah,
But as an audience, it's my choice to judge her.
yeah. I mean, it's your choice to comment on it. So let's see
Oh.
what the comments were like. Let's go through the most funniest comments.
I haven't
May not be the
looked
longest.
through.
I'm not too sure
How
how
does
funny
ditching
those
a
are.
thing or choosing another make the bride cool? Basically, yeah, she has a good point.
Yeah,
She just, it's her choice. She did it. It looks ugly, but it doesn't make her any cool, according to me, at least.
no.
Maybe for some people, it's very cool.
I mean,
Second,
it's
you can also ditch your
lehengas are
tradition.
expensive to to s- to start with.
Basically.
And during the time of the coronavirus and the lockdown, it's affected everyone's economy. And I guess she was making a statement by wearing only the pantsuit to the wedding.
Why is this cool? It's unique and unusual, but it's an individual preference. Girl who wants to wear the traditional shadi, Kajoda is also cool. Yeah, he has a point, man.
He has a point over there. Yes.
Oh, there were some comments that were bashing Scoop Poop too. Why do people have to criticize her and everything? It's her wedding, she can wear whatever she wants. That's something you won't wear. Then scroll away and move on. Exactly,
Yeah.
man. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She should even wear pajamas to her wedding, or like, who cares?
No one cares actually.
Or a
But,
bikini to the wedding. No
I
one
mean,
would
that
say
is
anything. It's
people
her
do
choice.
that actually. Who get married on the beaches and all over
Ye-
here.
Yeah, in USA it is common thing, but
Yes.
I mean, like, it's her choice. But people also have a choice to judge her.
Yes.
She's beautiful bride, but pantsuit don't make it look cool. It's just a weird outfit.
I would say it looks like she's going into a board meeting rather than getting married.
Exactly. I mean, there are some dresses for the occasions, let me just simply
Yes,
put it. Like, if you're going
I
to a
mean,
meeting, people don't expect you to come in like track pant or.
yeah,
It looks odd, man. Like, you have to sometimes live with the society. Not like extreme, but like, there should be some balance. You
yeah.
don't
There are
have to.
different outfits for different occasions, and I think her husband wore the correct outfit for the occasion. He's dressed in wedding clothes, I would say.
Yeah, looks like everyone else, but she had to be cool, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't judge her, but that's fine.
Conjuring is
Okay.
back.
This one is like some of the comments I got engaged, and like it escalates so quickly that
Oh man.
about the bucks topic again. Like,
Oh yes.
yeah, so this guy started calling bucks to the people, and like he made a good point. I agree with him on that. One who have blind faith in anything is called a buck. I said true, completely true. I agree with him. Even that goes for Muslims, right, who believe in Quran. And he's like, he gets defensive, man. Like, suddenly he's like, no, 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 you don't know anything about Islam. Study first and then talk to me. I mean, hypocrisy की भी सीमा होती है भाई.
I know.
मैं बोला भाई मैंने पढ़ा है कुरान. I read Quran, bro. I studied, bro. But people who blindly follow it, are they buts or not? Simple question. He just backs out, turns around the point.
he he
He
just
like,
escapes. I mean, he's not. He has no answer to it.
हाँ, and मैंने बोला कि example who beheaded his teacher in Paris, like the guy who beheaded the teacher, and this escalated very quickly, and like look at his opinions, man. He goes from like simple to radical.
Oh man, he's like here
Religious sentiment should be penalty to
of
death
any
by law
religion. So he's trying to be secular over there. Of any religion.
of any
Of
religion.
any religion.
नहीं बोलो ना हिंदुइज्म को अगर कुछ गलत हो रहा है तो बोल दो
So
यार.
then the next time he tells something wrong about any other religion, he's gone.
He's gone accidentally. इसका मतलब
He'll be like, "Oh no, I I said something wrong," and then there'll be a strike of lightning, and he's game over.
accidentally, or like if someone gets. I have a question for you. Tell me, why was the teacher raising all those sentimental issues deliberately?
Oh,
He was
he's oh.
explaining freedom of speech. There are people who will get hurt, but that's
He
what the
was a
class is.
sociology. He was a sociology teacher, and I
Exactly.
would say he was just covering the syllabus.
With examples, but like he did not expect things to go this random.
Yeah,
And this is the one of the best thing I have seen. This is a Pakistani account. I don't know if it is true or like false.
yeah.
After the Tanishq ad was taken out, the article by Quint. This was a comment I saw.
There is no secularism in India. So the first time I saw this article, I've seen this article on Facebook as well. I thought she was supporting the narrative on why the advertisement should be taken down, because there's no secularism in that advertisement. Why do they always show a woman getting married to the other side and not a man getting married to the other side? So
Exactly.
yeah, that was. Is it because the men don't wear that much jewelry? That could be uh, one point why they showed the woman getting married into a Muslim household, because men don't wear that much jewelry. So
Basically, yeah, that's the agenda that's been going on around. You know, when Diwali is coming up and Dasra is coming up, there are people who are supposed to buy these things, man. Like, they buy the jewelry and all this stuff, Hindus. You cannot
yes,
go your major, like, market has been like for Hindus
yeah,
in
they
India.
made a mistake on that. Yeah. They made a mistake on that one, and they rightfully took down that advertisement because their share prices went down for a bit. I guess people started selling off their shares.
But I don't think The apology was like wholehearted, man.
No, it wasn't at all.
It wasn't at all. Yeah. And there is some interesting thing I saw there. Let me share that. This was one of the Twitter.
Yeah.
मैं भी बैन करता हूँ तनिष्क को एंड आई कैन अफोर्ड ज्वेलरी औकात है मेरी नॉट जस्ट वी आई नो लाइक 50 to 20 पीपल मिडिल क्लास वाले भी हैं जो छोटे छोटे ज्वेलरी भी खरीद सकते हैं
Yeah. And then she is comparing the jewelry to old monk. Look at that. यार मैं जब भी old monk खरीदने जाऊँ दाम 10 रुपए बढ़ा देते हैं. What nonsense is this? अब इंसान को जीने का हक है कि नहीं बोलो. Oh, she was complaining
complaining
about
about
the
10 rupees
yeah.
of raising of old monk.
Yeah.
Man,
And then after that she was looking at the Tanishq advertisement and telling other people that boycott करने से पहले देख लेना.
औकात like if you have enough
खरीदने की औकात है क्या?
if you can afford it
Nice.
or not.
Nice. That was a good one.
I mean, like, I don't think people know, like, there are people who dig into their Twitter accounts and, like,
Yeah.
that's the funny thing, man.
Some people on each side of the spectrum have been employed to dig into people's Twitter accounts. I would guess that's what the IT cells are for. I would say.
Exactly. And look at this one, man. I mean, like,
Can you zoom into it a little bit?
okay, let me try that.
Ostensibly harmless and cute, but
So
says
this,
a lot about.
this is like a post from, there is this group called Subtle Curry Traits or something, which is like very huge in the NRA community. People who are living abroad or like people who are born in other countries but like have a Desi origins.
I see.
So this girl was actually welcoming it,
The
the
dog.
new
to
dog
dogs.
in the Indo traditional way,
Yeah.
and even for that people got offended.
Yeah.
This is ostensibly harmless and cute, but says a lot about how entire edificacy on Brahmanism is built is a is a construct. Give out this is no way Hindu upper
Looks
caste
like
golden
she
retriever.
just read Renin Martin English textbook, and she's trying to just practice her vocabulary.
Exactly. Yeah, these are the kind of people who come to US and like say, "Yo, I need to try my American accent."
Yeah.
They put on this fake accent sometimes and
I
think
know.
they are being cool.
I know. I have some friends who do that, so that gets annoying a little bit.
I know some people like who told me like who were discussing how it would be cool.
Yeah.
Put on an accent and how it would be.
No, I never do that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand, like, sometimes accent changes, but, like, you have your own style, man. There is no need.
Yes.
A person who is actually working and, like, is in a good position worries more about his work and quality of his
Yeah.
work rather than how
Than
he
the
speaks.
accent.
As long as the message is being delivered, that is fine, I guess. So, basically, this idea is being pushed into our minds. Hydrochloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine. Yes.
Hydroxychloroquine.
That's me. Well, next time, I should have this hydroxychloroquine mask on that I wear, and like a gas mask that I'll wear and then come onto the podcast and it'll look cool.
Or
That I'm
PA.
here
Yeah.
to destroy the virus that has been put into our brains about all of this narrative.
Exactly. And what are your thoughts on this article, man? Let me just get you back here.
Navratri. Mob gave death threats in front of cops, a lawyer, Deepika Rajawat. I haven't gone through this article, but there are some of those pictures that we have come across on.
This is the main thing,
Uh,
man.
yes,
What kind of
uh,
like absurd thing would people share?
yeah, that is something that is absolutely unnecessary, but
Unnecessary, yeah. I
it
mean,
is
like,
her freedom of speech to say that. But it's a narrative that is being pushed into
I
into
wonder
a lot
if
of
the
people's
mob has
brains.
actually given her threats or like is it they wanted it to happen. That's why like they are making it more controversial and
Yeah.
expecting. They basically want to make you feel guilty for celebrating any kind of Hindu festivals or
Yes. Yes. That is the entire narrative, that you don't celebrate your own festivals. It seems that temples in India are still closed due to the virus, and some other you know uh, places of worship are open just because they are in minority in the area and they want to use it, where social distancing doesn't take place over there. So
I mean like
we
religious
don't know
sentiments are
who
like
is more affected by the coronavirus by doing that. So whose health is going to be more affected by doing
that
that.
is yeah, I think it's the problem entire world is facing.
Yes.
Even in
And I
US
think
itself.
the places in the US also, they are opening up, even though the cases are rising over there, because I would think that not many people save that much money over in the US. So
Hmm.
that would also be one
And also the
factor.
hospitals are very expensive here.
Yes.
People who don't have insurance or like enough job to pay for the insurance, they will have
Yeah.
like a huge issue, man.
I would say a lot of Americans have a lot of insurance schemes that they have bought into, and they can afford to open because of that. They don't have to pay upfront for any health care or medical
Hmm.
bills because of the insurance they have, and also they need to earn money because the culture of saving money isn't
Yeah.
existent in the US. So
Yeah, they had a pretty abundant amount of money from the very beginning, so
yes,
they didn't come to that saving money concept.
yes,
In a way, that is good, but now things. And finally, I want to show you the one last picture. I guess you might have seen through this.
yes. I saw this.
Yeah, I know
It's
this is
like,
very controversial, but
yeah, the Bhakt is showing the other guy that look at this. Where has uh, where has there been any damage to any of the shops? And all of these people are just holding a strike outside the shop. So
basically, आराम से देख बिना तोड़ फोड़ के भी प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं after the Bangalore riots.
yeah,
So I guess yeah, I think we can end this live stream today here.
yes, we can end it here. It's
Yeah,
been informative, but next
yeah,
time we need to show the other side as well, the other side of the argument. And
exactly.
I had a talk with some of my friends over here on whether it is Biden or Trump that should come as president. They both have good points about Biden coming in and, as president. They have good points as for Trump coming in as president. It's all economical, not based on what narrative they're showing to the society. It
Hmm.
just maybe we can discuss about that as well,
Yeah, we can do that
or
too.
should China be the manufacturing hub of the world after the coronavirus, or should
Hmm.
other countries, you know, catch up as well?
These are pretty interesting topics, bro. Yeah, we can discuss on that next time, and maybe we can add our few other friends in here
Yeah,
too.
we should do that.
We should do that.
We should do that. And maybe next time I can use my real name.
Okay, sure, sure.
All right, man.
All right, bye, guys.
All
Yeah,
right.
everybody have a
Thanks
good
for
day.
joining in to the podcast. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye bye. Bye everyone.
Okay, bye.